This is News 3 Now at 6.
And thanks for joining us tonight. Beloit police are still searching for a man who led them on a dangerous chase through the city's east side.
The suspect allegedly caused 2 accidents before stealing a car with a woman still inside. Adam Duxter joins us from near where it all happened. Adam, what are police telling you about this case?
Well, police say at this point they're just glad nobody got hurt as this all was happening, as they were chasing a person with felony drug warrants that caused not 1 but 2 separate accidents, and then capped it all off by stealing a car out of a nearby fast food drive-thru. And police say today that man is 34-year-old Anthony Gillespie, who's wanted on felony drug charges. And today, police are explaining why officers chose to start a chase in such a busy area and why they called it off before Gillespie caused a second crash and stole that car.
And that's why we try to at least make a decision on when we want to disregard pursuing the vehicle any further. And then from there, we can't control what suspects try to do, but we try to minimize it as much as possible.
We're told everyone involved in those crashes, as well as the person who was inside the car that Gillespie stole, are okay today. And police say they're looking for a silver-colored Nissan Rogue. We have all of those details, as well as details as how you can submit a tip on our website, channel3000.com.
Adam Duxter reporting live tonight. Adam, thank you. A brief scare this afternoon in downtown Sun Prairie after a reported gas leak. About 1:45 this afternoon, firefighters and police were called out to the intersection of Church and Angel Street after an excavator hit a gas line while doing construction in a parking lot. The entire area was evacuated and people were told to avoid that area. The construction company called We Energies right away and gas was shut off. People were allowed back into their homes about an hour later.
Turning to our coronavirus headlines now, Wisconsin sets a new record for new single-day cases, more than 3,000. 8 more people have died in the state, and we know at least 3 Wisconsin inmates have now died after testing positive for COVID. But even with spiking cases in state prisons, the Department of Corrections doesn't report COVID deaths to the public. News 3 Now's investigative reporter Naomi Coles joins us. And Naomi, is this normal to put that information out there?
Well, let's compare it to our neighbors. Both Minnesota and Michigan post how many prisoners died after a positive COVID-19 test right on their websites. Wisconsin does not. Our DOC says it's because of HIPAA law, which keeps most of your health information private. But Michigan and Minnesota both told me numbers don't reveal identities. In a statement, the Wisconsin DOC said it's covered by HIPAA and they don't share information related to medical diagnoses. Local medical examiners can report that, but some, like Winnebago's, haven't responded to requests about deaths. A progressive criminal justice agency says the DOC's decision is a disservice to the public.
It's ridiculous. The excuse isn't an excuse. It's a cover-up. Under DOC standards, we would never know how many people died on a highway each year.
Gretchen Schultz adds, people have the right to know if and when inmates die where a family member is behind bars. The DOC does report how many COVID-19 cases its prisons have. 5 Wisconsin jails had more than 200 cases currently, with Kettle Moraine Correctional reporting more than 600 total positive tests.
Governor Evers granted pardons to 9 more people today. We have a list of their names on channel3000.com along with their stories. The governor has now pardoned 74 people since last year. People living in Wauwatosa spent the morning cleaning up following overnight violence. Protests broke out after a black police officer was cleared in the fatal shooting of a black teenager. Later in the night, demonstrators smashed windows of local businesses, including a pharmacy, coffee shop, cleaners, and fitness center. Yesterday, the Milwaukee County District Attorney announced that Wauwatosa officer Joseph Mensah would not be charged for fatally shooting 17-year-old Alvin Cole outside Mayfair Mall in February. Officer Mensah had previously been involved in 2 other fatal shootings in the past 5 years. Both of those were ruled as justified self-defense. Now, all 3 families have filed a lawsuit against the Wauwatosa Police Department. The families of Jay Anderson, Antonio Gonzalez, and Alvin Cole filed that lawsuit today over documents they say they've requested from the department but have not received.
Warm late fall All sunshine again today. Let's check your first warn forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, it looks like another beautiful sunset is on the way. The live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam at downtown Madison shows bright sunshine on the western horizon and not a cloud in the sky overhead. In fact, there's almost no cloud cover at all across the state of Wisconsin, according to Visible Cloud Track. Temperatures right now have cooled off to around 60 in Madison. To our east, temperatures are mainly in the 50s. To our west, they're still in the middle 60s. And over the next 12 hours, notice those temperatures falling off into the low 50s by about 10 p.m. and then holding nearly steady overnight as winds become southerly and temperatures start to turn milder. And tomorrow, the winds will pick up as well. That will lead to partly sunny skies and a high temperature of around 79 degrees. It'll still be mild, just not as mild for the weekend, and some rain chances move in early next week. I'll have more details on weather in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. A federal appeals court has blocked a decision to extend the deadline for counting absentee ballots in Wisconsin. Democrats will almost certainly appeal it to the U.S. Supreme Court. Previously, a district court judge and a three-judge panel ruled that any ballots that arrive in clerks' offices by November 9th, that's 6 days after Election Day, would be counted as long as they're postmarked by Election Day. But that ruling was blocked today. In the town of Middleton, a clerical mistake on absentee ballots that went out to some voters will not affect their validity. Middleton Town Clerk Barb Russline confirmed to News 3 Now her deputy clerk accidentally initialed the wrong line on a few of those ballots before they went out to voters last month. State Elections Commission says that mistake would not impact those ballots. And Vice President Pence will be back in Wisconsin making a campaign stop next week. He'll visit Weldall Manufacturing. That's in Waukesha on Tuesday. Doors open at 10 a.m. The Vice President's scheduled to arrive at noon.
President Trump says he will not participate in next week's presidential debate if it's held virtually. Moments earlier, Commission on Presidential Debates announced that the second debate between Trump and Biden will take place virtually because of the president's diagnosis of COVID-19. The president's campaign manager later told reporters Trump will plan on holding a rally that night instead. The first presidential debate didn't move the needle much for either candidate in Wisconsin, according to a new poll. So did the vice presidential debate benefit Republicans or Democrats? Amy Reed joins us now to give context as to how both sides are spinning the debate in state today. Amy?
Naturally, the key moments of the debate differ based on who you're talking to, but both VP candidates want to talk about the Supreme Court, whether that's who is on it or how the rulings will affect our laws.
Is a great insult.
There was plenty to talk about from last night's debate, from the fly in the vice president's hair.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
To speaker interruptions, which wasn't nearly as bad as last week.
The question is, Justice, radical left. Will you shut up, man?
Still, it's what Senator Kamala Harris didn't say that the Trump campaign is focusing on today.
You saw Kamala refuse to answer after being asked multiple times, would you pack the Supreme Court of the United States?
That's true. Harris dodged the question when asked, even from her competitor.
Now, they'd like to know if you and Joe Biden are going to pack the Supreme Court if you don't get your way in this nomination.
Let's talk about packing.
You once again gave a non-answer. Joe Biden gave a non-answer.
Trying to answer you now.
The American people deserve a straight answer.
Pence did not answer every question either. Far from it.
If you have a pre-existing condition, heart disease, diabetes, breast cancer, they're coming for you.
But today, Democrats zeroed in on the Trump administration's current fight to overturn the Affordable Care Act.
The fact is that President Trump supports a lawsuit to overturn the Affordable Care Act completely, and that includes the guaranteed protections for people with pre-existing health conditions.
The case is due in the Supreme Court right after the election. If overturned, coverage for the nearly 54 million Americans with pre-existing conditions is in question.
That's a conversation we have to have with the Congress about what we need to do to make sure that we are enshrining the protections for pre-existing conditions into law. And listen, President Trump has been very clear. We want to protect those with pre-existing conditions.
Now, coverage for pre-existing conditions is already enshrined in law, though that's what the court could overturn. In Wisconsin, the state assembly passed a bill to protect pre-existing conditions if it's needed, but the state Senate never passed it, so it never became law.
Amy, thank you. Eric Trump will also be campaigning in Wisconsin next week. He'll be attending 2 events on Monday. He'll start in the village of Menominee Falls at 12:30 p.m. at the Village Bowl there. He will then head over to Milton for an event at 3 p.m., and that'll take place at Diamond Assets. It's National Voter Education Week. City of Madison Clerk's Office encouraging people to check out their new podcast.
and you can learn all about how your ballot will be counted, voting accessibility, COVID-19 safety precautions at the polls, and election security, and many more things.
The Madison Votes podcast is available on iTunes or Google Podcast apps. It's an inside look at how the clerk's office makes elections efficient, equitable, and accessible. Today, the mayor also reminded people to use the myvote.wi.gov website to register to vote, request an absentee ballot, or track the status of a completed ballot that you've sent back.
Well, if it seems like you're getting a lot of election-related mail and text messages lately, that means some organizations have your voter information. A News 3 Now exclusive found out how this is happening. The Wisconsin Elections Commission says your voter information is public, and organizations can buy your info through a state website.
People can buy, for example, Wisconsin's statewide voter registration list. It costs them $12,500 to get the whole state list.
Tonight on News 3 Now at 10, Jamie Perez looks into why this is allowed, what information of yours is available, and if you can opt out.
And still to come at 6, Madison College teaming up with local companies to create a new tool for local healthcare workers, plus a staple in downtown Madison now asking the public for help as they try to weather the COVID-19 storm.
Introducing the Fall Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Safely tour a vast array of expertly crafted homes from top builders across the area. Meet the builders, discover new design trends. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for more information.
At Mastercraft, we engineer doors that turn houses into homes. From traditional doors that everyone loves to custom doors as unique as you. Open, close, swing, slide, and slam, day after day after day. Mastercraft, great doors, inside and out, exclusively at Menards.
Get 11% off everything, including Mastercraft doors, now at Menards.
Our seniors that are being hit the hardest, they're frightened. And I want them to know that their health and safety will be my responsibility if I'm your president. And I'll have from day one, ready to go, the best medical experts and scientists to advise on our response. And I will not abandon you. It's a simple proposition, folks. We're all in this together. We got to fight this together. We'll emerge from this stronger because we did it together. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Get more for your kitchen now at the Brothers Maine Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale. We want you to absolutely love your new kitchen, so you'll get big, big savings on the latest incredible products from GE and our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We want you to be 100% satisfied every time. That's why we're the More Store. The Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale with more selection, more savings, and more kitchen. Now at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Introducing the Fall Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Safely tour a vast array of expertly crafted homes from top builders across the area. Meet the builders, discover new design trends. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for more information.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. A downtown Madison staple is the latest local business reaching out for some help from you. The Old Fashioned on the Capitol Square has now started a GoFundMe campaign to help it stay afloat. They say curbside delivery and outdoor seating sales can no longer cover day-to-day operating expenses. Since March, the Old Fashioned cut down from 108 employees to just 24. Those staff members stayed employed through funds from the Paycheck Protection Program.
We've done everything from making Bloody Mary kits and having specials, and we're on different delivery online platforms, just a plethora of things that we've tried. And they've all worked really well, but not well enough.
All funds donated will be used to offset operating costs, employee health care, and payroll costs until the Old Fashioned can reopen at full capacity. We have a link to that GoFundMe at our website, channel3000.com.
The Avenue Club on East Washington Avenue says it will be temporarily closing at the end of October, according to a Facebook post today. They say with limited capacity and a decline in customer foot traffic, they couldn't find a way to keep operating under the current circumstances. The post says it plans to reopen when there is a better handle on this virus and lifted capacity restrictions. Madison College students are getting the chance to help local health care workers. They're making these tension release bands, which relieve ear pressure from medical masks. A student in the mechanical design program built the mold. A machine tool apprentice ran the machines needed to produce parts. Healthcare workers are currently testing out some samples. Once a final model is selected, more students and staff will work on mass producing the bands, which will be donated to hospital partners.
You know, I think they're going to learn very quickly that they've been able to adapt to a different type of situation and the technology of how we created this part. And, you know, in the end, it's going to be a great learning experience for them.
The college is working with a Verona company on this project. Engineering Industries donated some of the supplies and technical support. Still to come tonight in sports, hear from the new starting quarterback for the Badgers as we near their season opener at Camp Randall.
But first, it's looking like our streak of mild weather will continue on into the weekend. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti will rejoin us. That's next.
Get ready to save. This weekend, the Ashley Home Store off the Beltline in Madison is hosting a massive warehouse liquidation sale. Save as much as 90% off store-wide. Shop clearance items, floor samples, special buys, and more. Friday through Monday only at Ashley Home Store.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original window. It's bone chilling.
Folks, there's no need to be afraid of old windows. Just call Feldco for 50% off.
Right now at Feldco, get 50% off windows. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Don't miss out on these great deals at Gobin Cars Grand Opening Sale. Where can you buy 2018 or 2019 new body style Chevy Equinoxes starting only $14,995 or $233 per month?
That's right. Buy a 2018 or 2019 new body style Chevy Equinox starting at only $14,995 or $233 per month. So just hurry in today and ask for my dad, Don the Dealman Gobin.
Or my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
I've been a police officer for nearly 32 years. Joe Biden does not have the backs of police officers.
Joe Biden's silence is encouraging the rioters. If Joe Biden's elected, it's just going to continue.
Joe Biden empowers these people. The more you empower them, the more crime they go to commit.
In Joe Biden's America, we'll all be in danger. If you support the police and you want to be safe in your home and you want your children safe, support Donald Trump.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we live where you live, so we also wear what you wear, denim. And right now, all jeans are on sale. Shop our wide selection of the best denim brands at great low prices. Men's Levi's jeans, $35.70. Rewards members earn 2 times the points. Women's Levi's signature jeans, only $21.99. Special buy men's Dickies jeans are just $19.99 while supplies last. Plus, buy online and pick up your items in our convenient drive-thru.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Friday through Monday, shop the massive warehouse liquidation sale at the Ashley Home Store off the Beltline. Save up to 90% off furniture, mattresses, and appliances while they last. Bring your truck and trailer because everything must go. Only at Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Another beautiful day across southern Wisconsin. Just not quite as mild as yesterday, but I'll take temperatures in the mid to upper 60s and sunshine this time of year anytime. And 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Winds will pick up out of the south and southwest tomorrow, and it'll be very mild with high temperatures close to 80 degrees. And look for nice conditions with mild weather this weekend. Lots of sunshine, high temperatures lower 70s Saturday, around 70 on Sunday. But showers now have been moved up in the forecast to Monday, perhaps even an isolated thunderstorm. That'll keep temperatures in the mid 60s. And then temperatures will turn cooler toward the end of next week. One of the reasons the shower chance has been moved up a little bit is what's happening down to the south with Hurricane Delta. Some of the outer bands already moving onshore into Louisiana with showers and thunderstorms. Hurricane warnings in effect for much of Louisiana, southeastern Texas, and then tropical storm warnings into the New Orleans area, and then also eastward now just south and east of Houston. Storm surge warnings for storm surges of 10 feet or more in the central Louisiana Gulf Coast, storm surge watch west of New Orleans, but those warnings continue all the way to the east into parts of Alabama. And future track precipitation shows a general 5 to 8 inches of rain over southwestern Louisiana, 2 to 5 inches farther north. It's just the fast speed of this storm that will limit the rainfall amounts to the really excessive stuff. But again, they're getting showers and thunderstorms already, and the storm is still in the central Gulf of Mexico. Maximum sustained winds now 115 miles per hour with gusts to 140 miles per hour. Forecast from the National Hurricane Center keeps it at Category 3 strength as it approaches Louisiana coast tomorrow afternoon, moves inland, and then you can see the fast movement moving it into Kentucky and Tennessee as it dies out on Sunday afternoon. But because of that fast movement, the weather systems have been stalled because of Delta coming into the southern part of the United States. As that weakens and pushes by, that next cold front will move in a little faster on Monday for us. There's Delta in the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, the showers and thunderstorms already into parts of central Mississippi and southeastern portions of Arkansas. But notice the rest of the country, very quiet right now. It's kind of like this, where it's waiting for Delta to move inland and then allow weather systems to start moving again across the country. Right now, high pressure is located just out to the east of us, keeping the winds generally light. Easterly breeze off of Lake Michigan, keeping temperatures a little cooler close to Lake Michigan. On the other side of a warm front, temperatures are still well into the 80s over Kansas and parts of eastern Colorado. Our side of the front, temperatures 50s, 60s, some low 70s over southwestern portions of Iowa. But notice as we head on future track, those winds picking up out of the south and southwest tomorrow. That's what will get those temperatures back up into the 70s. Then look for quiet conditions as we head into the weekend. The wind shifts back to the north, so it won't be quite as mild, but still we'll see above normal temperatures through Saturday and Sunday. 79 for the high tomorrow with partly sunny skies and that brisk south-southwesterly winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Temperatures lower 70s this weekend. Shower and thunderstorm chances on Monday, and then temperatures start to cool down, especially toward the end of next week. High temperatures by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only in the low to mid 50s.
And coming up in sports, new rule, same old Graham Mertz. While Wisconsin's starting quarterback isn't changing his approach with his new title. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stock up during the big cereal sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Hy-Vee. General Mills cereal, just $1.88. Grape Nuts, 4 for only $9. And Malto Mills cereal, 2 for just $5. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Hy-Vee.
At Papa Murphy's, we make fresh pizza that you bake at home. Because home is where the fun is. For a limited time only, get the Combo Magnifico Pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
It's Steinhaffel's 86th anniversary, and we're celebrating with 35% off store-wide, plus an extra $86 off every $7.99 you spend. Your choice sofa or bed only $3.99 each. Get ready for the holidays with this dining room set, now only $9.99. Take an extra 5% off all Canadell dining sets, both in stock and custom order. And use Steinhaffel's no money down 60-month special financing. So shop Steinhaffel's and celebrate with our family during our 86th anniversary sale.
When Joe Biden wants an update on the virus, he calls on the nation's top health experts. Working together for all Americans is what Joe does. When writing his healthcare plan, Joe Biden worked with both doctors and patients to make healthcare affordable by lowering premiums, reducing drug costs, and protecting people with pre-existing conditions. Joe listened to both small business owners and workers to create his economic plan that cuts taxes for middle-class families, creates 18 million new jobs in his first term, and raises wages by as much as $15,000 a year. Joe Biden's plans will help working families immediately by making the super rich finally pay their fair share. For Joe, it's never been about ego. It's always been about the work he can do for working families. It's what he's always done. Joe Biden brings everyone to the table and gets it done.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Stock up during the big cereal sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Hy-Vee. Kellogg's cereal, 3 for just $5. Captain Crunch or Life, only $1.88. And Select Post cereal, 3 for just $5. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Hy-Vee.
As the election draws closer, you may be getting more campaign-related items in your mailbox and on your phone. What information of yours is out there for sale? And is there a way to stop unwanted mailings? Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Usually when you go from being one play away from being the guy to actually being the guy, there's a change. But not when you're Graham Mertz. Wisconsin's new starting quarterback is still the same Graham Mertz he was when he stepped on campus. And with his new task of leading the Badger offense on his plate, the freshman QB is taking every snap, every rep, and every practice, just like he always has.
It's the same Graham out there, and he's doing a good job of putting himself in the moment, trying to get better each day, and that's got to be his focus, because if he can do that, then we can stack some days together where we're going to keep improving.
Every day I've been trying to prep like I'm the starter. I think that's how it has to be for starters and backups. Like everybody's got to prep because you never know. And I think right now I'm very confident in my ability to win games here.
And this isn't the first time a redshirt freshman has taken over the Badgers' starting quarterback job. Go back to 1999 when Brooks Bollinger, wearing that same number 5, stepped into that starting role. Turned out to be all right for him. Bollinger went 3-0 in bowl games. He ranks 4th all-time in career passing yards at Wisconsin and holds the program record for most rushing yards by a quarterback. He also has some advice for Mertz on how to handle his new role as QB1.
You have to take all focus off of this defining moment of my career and my opportunity that's finally come, and it's not about that, right? And the more you can shift your mindset to what does this team need to win a football game? You know, I say that because it's not easy. You start to feel that pressure of, I need to prove that I belong, and I need to prove that I deserve those expectations.
This is a bye week for the Packers, and unlike every other year, the team can't leave Green Bay due to the NFL's COVID-19 protocols, and during the week, the guys still have to get tested. So it won't be much of a break, and let's just say Wisconsin isn't an ideal bye-week retreat for Aaron Rodgers.
Totally sucks. That's all I can say about that. Obviously, it is what it is, situation, but especially as an older player, I look forward to the bye weeks immensely. I look forward to, kind of a reset, recharging the batteries. So, it is what it is. We'll be here. We'll make the most of it.
And Sunday's Forward Madison game against Union Omaha has been moved up an hour. Kickoff will now be at 3 o'clock at Hard Park instead of 4 as originally scheduled. Flamingos have yet to lose at their home away from home in Wauwatosa.
I like that Brooks Bollinger
I was gonna
video,
say,
man.
you were there.
It makes me feel young again, seeing Brooks Bollinger run around.
You're welcome.
There.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Zach. All right, let's go to Gary. Final check.
What's the saying? Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Well, there's the red sky in the western horizon. The sun just setting right now. Temperatures are right around 60 in Madison, already in the 50s to our east, still in the 60s to our west. Look for a nice day tomorrow. In fact, it'll be windy as well. Temperatures will start out in the lower 50s. Look for high tomorrow near 80. And as we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, lower 70s for the weekend. Thunderstorm chances about Monday. And then after that, temperatures will gradually turn cooler. By the end of the week, we're back into the 50s as we head toward next weekend.
Gary, thank you. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.